ONL recently released earnings as I'm recording this video, although you could definitely not tell looking at share price year to date. Let's talk a bit about two of the main highlights that I see going forward, because the performance of the company has turned around, however share price has not. And some people are seeing this. We saw Kava Capital Management putting in a unsolicited bid for the whole company at $2.75 a share. However, this was rejected by management and then of course, we see trading at 2.58 as I'm recording this video. So the market definitely refusing to acknowledge the value in this tiny stock. And why should it? I mean, who cares? It's a $145 million company as of market cap. But let's take a quick look at some of the highlights, because as just normal retail investors, it's a good opportunity to potentially make a ton of money. It's not a Porch Group, but it's a doubler for sure, and it has a nice, in my opinion, very safe dividend in this case of 3.1% on cost here as I'm recording this video. Let's take a look at some of the highlights, and I'm going to start with occupancy first. I've been looking at this for every quarter, every time they do a report, since I've started following this company as of recently. In the past, this was 74% occupancy, and now it has gone up to 77.4%. And I'm going to give you some extra coloring here just to create more value for you. They also announced that they have a property that's up for sale, and once that will be sold, it would be 77.7. So it seems like occupancy, this might be the trend shift. It's no longer dropping for these office properties, but it seems to be that, all right, more and more are either leased out or sold. And in this case, they also included a leasing story for renewal. They do this in the earnings report. That's the setup that they have. Let's take a look at the funds from operation as well. So 16 cents a share for the quarter, paying out a dividend of 2 cents a share. Oh, what are they doing with the rest, you might wonder? Well, they are paying down debt. And then, of course, they have a net loss because they're doing some write-downs on value, some accounting tricks, so they are compliant with their REIT status. But some strong financial numbers indeed. They also increased guidance on future FFO. And of course, share price did absolutely nothing. So, plenty of buying opportunities in the stock market right now. There's always value, there's always a bull market somewhere, there's always an investing opportunity. It's just a matter of looking closely, combing through all the different stocks, and you guys are excellent at that, suggesting stocks for me to take a look at. Some of them have been great, some of them have been invested in. Porch Group, for example, one of those that came from the community. The same for Palantir, was put in front of my face back in 2021 for me to take a look at, and of course with the IT background, love the stock. And then some other as well, Reddit, it's all from the comments, so I appreciate it a lot. For Orion Properties in this case, I think it's gonna be a good dividend stock in the future. I think they have potential to increase and pay out more dividend going forward if they are able to continue on this trend with more leasing, finalizing this deleveraging, and of course then once interest rates are slashed, well, then they have a good growth case. They can take on more loans and expand once again. But in a higher interest rate environment, definitely the safe thing to do to deleverage. It's not the sexy thing, it's not what Wall Street wants to hear, but I think that in terms of risk to reward, I'm very happy with the stock. For full disclosure, I have about 6,000 shares of this stock, and roughly around current market price. I'm up a bit on on it. I think like 15 or 16% in total, something like that on the entire position. So quite happy about the way this is going, about the risk to reward ratio that I'm taking on this investment. So very, very happy that this stock was suggested in the comment section some time ago. Alright, that's been it for this video, and as always, hope you guys make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now, bye bye.